movement is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rebels will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Colorado State's offense will have the football first. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Lincoln. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gets it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Rebels offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Oh, they're after him. Back open in the middle. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. He's in open space downfield. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Soft spot in the middle. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold on.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Going with the ground game left. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Right on the money. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
And the Rams with the 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got the first down and still on his feet. Off to the races. Touchdown Rams. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 7 over North Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Let's talk for just a minute here about UNLV. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Seems it complete to the right. All down, Liddell move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. On target over the middle. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Rams are moving quickly down the field. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Clears the pressure. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision.
He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Working that left side. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on second down. Looking for a big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for second down. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. He leaves it with his back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. And you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Going to the running game. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. That's garbage. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big...
Touchdown, Colorado State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we...
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Gets the back moving. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now.
Heel off one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He's got him. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd down play from the gun. It's complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard.
And he takes it in for the score. separation, blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
To the ground with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Long way to go for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 12. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line gets set. 1st down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You're probably not going to always live in man-to-man and put your safety, especially your free safety, on a wide receiver, on a guy with great speed, but really nice coverage, nice defense, nice job staying between the receiver and the quarterback and swatting that ball to the ground.
Quickly complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guys...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Rebels. What? They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Leaves it with the running back. It's a runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quick strike complete. Makes one man miss. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to our team at sunny Lubick Field.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And the Rams just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Rams with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Oh. This offense has it with really good field position. Handoff to the single back. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock. To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Here comes the Heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lincoln. Finds a crease at the 20. All out of space. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Colorado State. And once he got away from the
one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. The give. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal. On the run, it's Lincoln. Runs through the tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Rams come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short.
I think the head coach might need to have a talk with his QB and just try to get him settled down because he looks out of sorts right now. He's already thrown 2 picks. He tried to throw that ball off his back leg. The coach needs to get his QB settled because he seems like he's rattled right now.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Rams are rolling down the field. They'll try to pop the draw. Got enough space. Touchdown Rams. And the route is on.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Touchdown, UNLV. The Rams buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. They'll run the screen. He's going to get stopped. Boy, when a defense lets you out of jail like that, it can give the offense some momentum. 1st and 10 from the 22. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
running to Green. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Rams can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That's now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
That pass not... And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Looking for the score! And he was going for the touchdown there. They'll start this drive going to the air. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Got to give the defense credit, man. They've won the day, especially against the pass. They've gotten to the quarterback. They've hit him. They forced him to throw up his back foot on that one. They've had 3 interceptions.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll do it himself on the draw. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Time time is not on their side. Down 6 late. Fourth. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The clock keeps going tick, 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 tick as the offense takes an E inside. A minute to go in this one. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.